What are we doing up at 3:26 a.m.?
I'll tell you in a minute after this junk turns off. Alright, we are out here going to look for the monolith. We don't know what this thing's all about. Could be put there by aliens, could be put there by a hoaxer. But we saw it on the news.
Las Vegas Metro Search and Rescue spotted this mysterious monolith just north of the city in Gas Peak. It looks awfully similar to the monolith that popped up in the next state over a few years ago. As for this in Las Vegas, the police department hopes the clever internet solves the mystery.
Family started writing me, they're like, you better be going out looking for this thing, because a lot of people have been going out there and they've been getting skunked. They can't find it, but you guys know us. That's what we do. So this thing's gonna stick out like a sore thumb when we get out there in glass, hike up. So stay tuned, follow us through, see if we can get on this thing. What do you think?
I actually don't think it'll be too hard, you know. I guess that there's this big old mirrored monolith out in the middle of the desert. We saw that the Metro actually found it and posted it on their X account, that they found a big monolith, and there's been a lot of news agencies and everybody out there trying to find it. Nobody's had any luck. So we're outdoorsmen, we like to hunt, we like to fish, and the hunting part especially is what comes important. We're looking at all the videos and pictures online, and we kind of pieced it all together down to a specific spot where we think it's at. So it's going to be super hot today, but the goal is find the monolith and technically be the first people to find it, right? Other than on a helicopter.
Yeah.
They found it on a helicopter, so we're going to go out because it's nice and cool. Got boots on, ready to hike, so let's go find it.
So we're driving along a little dirt road here to get to it. It's probably going to be 10 miles total on a dirt road. I wanted to get here real early so that, you know, we don't get that heat because it's going to be 110 degrees.
So the cops that found that monolith, they were saying it was near Gas Peak. That's Gas Peak right there. That big tall one. You could even see they've got like a satellite tower up there or something. This is clue one that we're getting closer. Here's where all the people on the news were stopping to look. Everyone's been hiking that trail that goes all the way to Gas Peak, and none of them have found it yet. They've been looking for a couple days. It's sign number one that we're getting closer to where this potential monolith is.
We don't believe it's anywhere near the top, so we're going to continue. You guys will see as we get closer. It's hard to explain, but he knows where it's at to probably within 3 meters of a target. That's how confident we are. If it's not there, then we're going to see the tracks of the guys that took it down, or the burns from the alien ship that landed right there, because we know, like I'm saying, exactly. Let's go get it. Here comes the sun. It's beautiful out here. It's only 61 degrees up here. We're on the mountaintop, still driving. We're going that way. We're getting warmer.
I can already feel like the energy shifting. So we're getting closer to the spot where we think the monolith is at. I'm gonna explain a little bit of where we're at. If you guys aren't familiar with Nevada, we're right here really close to Area 51, and Area 51 is the area that supposedly they hold all the aliens at and has some of the most alien activity in the whole world. Not saying that I believe in it. Comment down below whether or not you think monoliths are left by people or by aliens. We're getting close. Should be just on the other side of these mountains.
So we just went through a spot that is 100% 4x4 required, so that knocks out probably 75% of the planet because people don't own 4x4s.
As the crow flies, we're literally probably 5 miles away from where everybody's looking for the monolith, right?
Yeah.
And we had to drive all the way around the mountain, so it's taking us forever. It's a long, lonely dirt road out here.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna attempt to start walking that way, get a closer look.
So this is where we believe where it's at here, based off the pictures and videos we're seeing. So we're gonna hike out to a spot that we're able to see in the picture. And you can see this is what we're gonna use. One of the problems is everybody that's been looking has just been hiking. We're gonna let the optics do the hiking for us and see if we can see it up there. Also looking at the maps, it's where we think it is. It'll be about a 1.5 mile hike, but we're gonna be gaining about 1,000 to 2,000 foot elevation, so that's where the struggle is gonna be. We're gonna see if we can make it happen.
We didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
We have officially made it to our parking spot. We've got to hike all the way Let me see if I can show up there. It's probably gonna be about a mile to a mile and a half. Only half a mile as the crow flies, but to zigzag and get all the way up there, it's gonna be no joke. What sucks is we didn't see it through the optics, but maybe the mirrors are camouflaged better than we expected.
Yeah, we'll get a closer look. I mean, if it's up there, we're gonna find it. We know exactly where it's at. It's just hard to see, but let's start moving. The sun's coming up, approaching like 75 degrees, so we gotta move.
Agreed.
Hearing an eagle or something.
Yeah.
Is that a warning not to go in here?
That is pretty weird, huh?
A little bit creepy.
An eagle screaming right when we start our hike.
Bird said that way. Let's go. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at that.
Almost looks like someone would have lived in there. The only way in would have been to go up there and around.
Yeah. Oh man, this sun is killing us. Sun came out on us. And it's 7:30 in the morning now. We're walking. Risk assessment.
The only risk is heat.
Heat, and risk number 2 is
cracking your ankle.
Rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Because out here we wouldn't be able to get to the hospital for about 2 hours.
We need a helicopter.
Yeah. So
but beautiful country out here. It's just only heat. The major risk is going to be heat today. So as long as we stay cool, take it easy, I think we should be fine. But it's already getting hot.
well, this isn't passable. We might be able to get up this one right here, but the next one's like 15 feet straight up. There's a wall, and everything else is just ridiculous right here. So backtrack.
Yeah, either backtrack or find a way around. I'm thinking either we can hit that and go around, or possibly right here. This looks a little steep though.
Horrible news, guys. We went to one spot down that way. We eventually hit a waterfall that we couldn't get up. And over here, it's even worse. There's like a 50-foot drop waterfall, and there's no way we're getting up these ledges. And it's supposed to be way up on top, so.
There was a bunch of washes that looked like we might have been able to do it from the maps, but anyone who's looked at maps long enough will realize that you can't truly tell until your boots on ground. And we made a good distance up there. We made it probably halfway, but you know, everything's good. We're able to hike out here. We're able to handle the heat and all that, but there's literally waterfalls and cliffs everywhere, and we're not trying to die to get up there. So
either there's 2 ways that they could have gone up there: by helicopter, because the people that found it were in a helicopter and landed, or a UFO.
Right now there's literally 0% chance we could hike up there from this angle. We might have to go back to the house, regroup, take a different look at different angles, but as far as this angle goes, no shot. So we're on a mountaintop, probably about 3,500 foot elevation, and that looks like a clamshell. Tell me it's not. It's in the rock. It's hard. It's a fossil. See, like the base, it goes out. I'm about 99.9% sure that that's a clamshell right there. And there's a bunch of fossils covering this whole area. See fossils right there. It's a big fossil bed right here, full of different little fossils that look like a bunch of ocean life from back in the day. We keep seeing this weird structure. They're almost like worms or maybe a plant stalk. You can see there's like little grooves in the inside. Comment down below if you know what that is. Is it a fossil or what? There's a bunch of like little broken ones all over the place too. Then you get the bigger stalks like that. That one almost shows it perfect, like the little grooves on the inside still. Those have to be fossils.
Look at this stone.
Oh, and that might be one too.
Like smooth.
If you cracked it, I wonder if that's like a bone.
It's so smooth. And look.
That's one funky looking fossil right there. You can see it's got like little legs, a body, a tail. Either that or it's some kind of duck. I don't know. That's funny looking. It's crazy the things that you'll find when you just get out the house and explore new areas though, because I 100% found a seashell stuck in this fossil bed right here. I never in a million years would have guessed to find a seashell. This is a big fossil bed though. It's crazy, you know, how many layers of rock you can see above us. And you could look around me. We're literally the middle of nowhere, Nevada, 3,500 foot elevation, looking for the monolith. And we stumble across a fossil bed. That's the first one for me. I've always heard of people finding fossils, but with how much I've been out, you know, I'm around a lot of sandy stuff a lot of times, and I haven't ran across any fossils that I know of. You know, a couple that might have been fossils, but this is 100% confirmed now. So that's a first for me, something to check off the bucket list. You know, I was that kid that liked watching Jurassic Park and stuff like that. So this is super, super cool.
All right, guys, I'm calling this one Hoax. Either a hoax or the camouflage on it is super good because it's mirrored. But there's Vegas. This is the wash that's in the picture. It has that sharp bend, so I know exactly where the photo was taken. Right up there from over there, almost near the peak, there's a line of black rocks. It looks flat right over there. And glassed it, checked it out. It's not here anymore. Or it just has really good camo. But I checked it from the backside of where the picture was. We also hiked all the way around that mountain, got a different angle, glassed it, and nothing. So I don't think it's up there. I think people are messing around. So I'm done looking for this thing. When do you guys find it? If it is out here, let me know. I'll come back out.
Well, as you guys can see, we did not find the monolith, but we did make it back home. What's so crazy about the whole situation, though, is on the drive back to the house, Senior had one of his friends write him that they literally tore down the monolith. The police went the afternoon before we went up to look for the monolith and actually knocked it down, picked it up, and took it away for public safety. They said there was too many people out there looking for it, and it's getting too hot right now to have that many people out there, you know, rock climbing and everything. The day we went out, the high was 110 degrees. So it's no joke. It gets hot out there. That's why they decided to take it out. So it's a bummer. We missed it literally by 12 hours at most. We missed being able to see it. But that's just how it works sometimes, I guess. So the mystery's somewhat solved because unless aliens use concrete and rebar, then I'm pretty sure it was placed up there by somebody with a helicopter. But I appreciate you guys for watching today's video. It was an interesting one to film. It was a good time just getting out there, hiking around, and looking around for something that a lot of, you know, Las Vegas residents were out looking for, kind of where we live. So it was a fun one, but stay tuned. We got a lot more interesting stuff coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.